Well, I think now, certainly from when I played there, I know Atletico beat us a couple of times, but we were fairly dominant over them in La Liga and finished, higher than them, and we're more successful as in winning trophies at the time. But now it is a case of bragging rights. They've had a lot of opportunity against each other. Of course, the Champions League finals have shown that. So the fact that Atletico have beaten them in the Super Cup, they feel as if they're getting closer to them. They're not considered their poorer neighbours anymore. They are competitively matched. They've invested very well at Atletico, so I think it's a real good standard bearer of where you are in La Liga. Atletico finished above them last year. They'll want to do that again this year, but they'll want to go on and try and be successful. I think Simeone would love to win, the Champions League. They were disappointing last year, Atletico, in the Champions League in the group stages. When they lost in the Chelsea-Roma group, and they'll want to sort that out this year. And the fact that they've invested well, they look good in the Super Cup against Real. And they'll want to do better in those cup competitions. Europa League was brilliant for them, of course it was, but they want to get back into the big boys competition, obviously the Champions League. Incredible, he suits them. You have these certain sayings where certain managers suit certain teams, and he suits them down to the ground, doesn't he? Loved by the Atletico fans, and rightly so. He's been there now a long time. I think it's 7-8 years, which you can't believe really, because he's sort of gone under the radar, as in being under pressure for a manager. Very passionate, can't keep still on the touchline. It's great to see. I don't know what kind of statement it was, to be honest. I think if you want to be the best team, you need to keep the best players. I know he flirted with Barcelona for a number of years. He's decided to stay. I'm happy that he stayed, but as is the want with many teams across Europe, one player doesn't make the team, and I think in Atletico that matters even more. They are a sum of their parts, aren't they? The likes of Godin and Hernandez at the back as superstars. The midfielders who've been there for a number of years. They're vitally important just as much as Antoine Griezmann is. Brilliant, because everybody loves it, don't they? With all disrespect to playing Leganés at home, people hardly speak about them. Those type of games, they feel as if it's one of those games where Real Madrid should just win. But once the derby starts to come around, people are interested. 2 weeks before, people are talking about it. They're already looking past whatever game you've got midweek or the following week, looking forward to the derby. And I think now, because both teams are closely matched, because Atletico have beaten Real Madrid already in the Super Cup, I think it's one game that Real Madrid really want to win.